Okay guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Nufar Ashbel. I'm a 25 years young transgender woman. I live in Israel currently. I know, crazy, right? So, I don't know, I just wanted to hop on the camera today. I guess like talk to you guys because there's something that kind of like bothers me lately. I don't know, it's like I feel like my mental state living in Israel is kind of crazy. So I feel like nobody really speaks about the mental aspect of living in Israel at these days because everybody is so justicely, if that's how you say it. Injustice are occupied with, talking about the hostages, the war, the missiles, all the concrete stuff, all the political stuff, which is obviously very important, but there is also the mental aspect of just the day-to-day life that people who live in Israel, both Jews and Arabs, before you attack me in the comments, we all suffer. We both experience this very harshly, and it really affects everybody, like mentally and then obviously physically because they're both connected. So I want to speak personally of what I have experienced during the war with Iran, like 3 weeks ago. Um, how it affected me and my body, and just I guess to raise awareness because I feel like it's really important. It's a non-inevitable part from this crazy situation, so we should put this on the table as well, I feel like. And so during war I was here in Israel actually, with my family, thankfully, and we are all okay, but missiles have destroyed like neighborhoods that's just right near ours, so it's really scary, obviously. And these 2.5 weeks of war were really crazy. We had to get up at night, during like I guess like 3-4 a.m. sometimes, and to run to the basement to keep ourselves safe. And so this was really scary, and also not comfortable physically because it's not healthy to just jump out of bed running for your life to hide away from missiles and rockets and Iranian attacks. And so I feel like I really was hurt by that physically also, because having no sleep for like 3 weeks, the body really, pays its price. For me, thankfully, it was not that bad, yet it was not easy at all because I got an infection actually, which almost led me to take antibiotics and being really sick. And I don't judge myself for that, obviously, but it was really harsh as somebody who really cares for her health and really into being super healthy and keeping myself eating the best nutritious food that I can ever get my hands on. Just like being, I guess, stuck in a situation where I don't have control over, it really sucks. And seeing like my body decreasing with it and my health decreasing and just not being able to control because I literally physically cannot sleep from stress, from fear, from alarms in the middle of the night. Yeah, it was rough. It was really rough. And I heard of even worse cases of people just like, I guess, being hospitalized and getting heart attacks and stuff like that, which is really, really sad for me because it's really not our fault, you know. People in Israel, both Arabs and Jews, I guess I've spoke about it somewhere on my channel like a few years ago. We don't want war. We really don't. The reality in Israel, especially in the center, like where I live, we're all like together. You see us in public transport, Arabs and Jews going together, and also like on the streets and everything. Just like human regular interactions, day-to-day interactions of Arabs and Jews, like in the supermarket, in the street, at work, whatever. You know, we're all together, and like really nobody wants war here. What's weird is the hate comes from outside of Israel, but here nobody really hates nobody, to be honest. And so this is a really sticky situation. I don't know else how to describe it, but I paid the price physically for just being in my home, I guess, just living here, which is really sad again. And that really makes me think a few steps ahead about my future and how I cannot afford to stay in Israel for my health, for my peace and my well-being, and just like, I guess, rerouting my life. I guess like I always wanted to really build a new life outside, I guess, in Europe, because the US is also not a great place for trans people like me now. But I guess Europe would be like the better option. So yeah, I don't really have a choice. You know, it really sucks to be born somewhere, to be called, to feel like it's your home and to love this place really deeply, like I do love Israel. But I just feel like I don't want to call this even giving up, because it's not. It's just like being aware of my body and what it needs, and not neglecting my health for the sake of political reasons, or like proving my point or something by staying here and being sick whenever war comes, because the conditions are really harsh. And so I really think to move out for good. If I will take this move, obviously I'll be alone by myself, but I really hope to find some good people, good community, because my family will not leave Israel for any price. They love the country regardless war. But me, I just cannot, you know, physically, even if I want to. Given also that I've lived outside of Israel on and off, like in many places in Europe, in America, and then like coming back and seeing everything that happens here, it's just not comparable. You know, I automatically remember my life outside, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I wish I had this peace now. Yeah, so just wanted to share my thoughts about moving out, about how I deal with things. And I will say that now when the war kind of like decreased, I feel better because I can take care of myself, sleep good, meditate, and go outside. So it feels better, but I know it's not for a long time, and probably war will come back soon, because that's just how it is here in Israel. Yeah, it really sucks, but just wanted to share my thoughts. Yeah, and thank you for listening. I'm not gonna edit this video too much, even not at all. Just like put this out there to the world. thank you for listening. I love you. And I really hope for better times for this world because it gets crazy. Not fun at all. Guys, oh, and also don't forget to check out my merch. If you want to support me, like a trans girly from the Middle East, from Israel, who's trying to get her ass out of here, please, please, please purchase my merch. It's so cool. I designed all the products there with like my own graphic designs. I'm also an artist, if you didn't know. So this is an accessible and affordable way to access for my art and also be such a cool trans girl wearing the stuff that I sell because it's super cool. I mean, like, you could also only know if you click the link down below to my merch and just support me. Support yourself by buying this stuff. This shit is super cool, so I would purchase myself. And yeah, just check out my merch. It will be really helpful and it's also super cool because I designed it. Thank you so much. I love you guys and see you next time. Hopefully in better days. Ciao!